Today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to talk about what happens when you let negativity into your life. When you give something that's negative attention, you're giving it energy. And when you give something your energy, you're essentially allowing it into your life. When something becomes part of your thoughts, it actually becomes part of your consciousness, and it becomes a part of your experience, whether you like that or not. There's this thing called the law of attraction, and it basically talks about how your thoughts and the things that you allow your energy and your focus to pay attention to, it attracts more of that. So knowingly or not, you actually start summoning that negative energy. The beautiful thing, though, is that you actually have a choice. You can decide where you direct your energy and your focus and your thoughts. There's actually a lot of power in deciding what is going to occupy your mind. We are all experiencing things every single day, and in different ways. It's interesting because I think a lot of experiences are very familiar and very common, but the difference is the way that we receive it, the way that we respond to those experiences, the way that we think about those experiences and perceive them. There's this saying, I'm sure you've heard it before, but perception is reality. And that is so incredibly true. The same thing can happen to different people, but the way that you respond to it, the way that you think about it, that actually shapes the experience to you in a unique way that is different than anyone else who experienced literally the same exact happening. For example, think about like something most of us can relate to. A lot of us have a regular job. There might be one person who does the same job and thinks about it like, hey, I really dread coming in here every day. It's draining, it's exhausting, I don't want to be here. And that perception of negativity in terms of the work manifests itself into you really not liking what you do. There might be another person who does the same exact job, doesn't love it, but thinks about it in the terms of, hey, you know what? It's a means to an end. I show up, I do the work, they pay me, and it affords me the ability to live the lifestyle that I want to live. Those are two very different perspectives on the exact same experience. And that really frames the way that you look at life and the way that you think about life. And it also impacts the way that you receive energies in this universe. Because again, the law of attraction, what you think about is going to manifest itself into the things that you attract. If you're thinking about things really negatively, you're going to attract more negativity. You can't attract positivity when you are emitting negativity. I think what's really helpful, understanding the power of choice and that you can harness your positivity and actually create more positivity. Perception is absolutely reality, and the way that we perceive experiences that are exactly the same from one person to the next, but our perception of them is what varies and what makes us unique individuals. I think the really cool thing is that you can actually manifest positive experiences by being deliberate about your thoughts and the way that you view things. You have to be very intentional about having positive thoughts. If you're putting out positivity, you're getting positivity back. And that actually creates an attitude of gratitude. So when you're grateful for the things that are coming to you and the things that you're experiencing in life, and you're finding joy in those things, it creates a level of appreciation. And when you have appreciation and gratitude, you project more positivity. And when you're putting that out into the universe, positivity actually comes back. So it's this cycle of just good emotions. And it's all done through deliberate and intentional positive thoughts. I honestly feel like the way our mental and emotional experiences really conjure our physical experiences in life really is a testament to how you are in control over your life. I know sometimes it feels like maybe you don't have power or you don't have control, but you always have a choice. Like you can't change the way other people operate or the way other people think or the things that other people do. The only thing that you can change is the way that you receive this world and the experiences that you go through. So I think it's really just being deliberate and being intentional about looking at them in more of a positive aspect, or like from a learning perspective, like what can I do differently next time, or what would I have liked to have been the outcome of that. There is so much power in positivity and reframing the way that you think and just being optimistic about it. I feel like we tend to get lost in the busyness and the minutia of the day-to-day things, and there's just so much beauty in the journey and the experiences that we take for granted every single day. Just being here, waking up, it's a blessing. And I think the more that you can take those small glimmers of joy out of your day and really express gratitude and appreciation for them, the more receptive you're going to be to allowing the positivity back into your life. I'm a firm believer in it. I think that mindset and deliberate, intentional positivity goes a long, long way. I know people who have spent a long time, people who are still spending a lot of time in a negative place, and they feel like they don't have a choice. And I know that there are circumstances that might make you feel small or like you don't have power, but you can always control yourself in the way that you receive this world and the things that you're putting out into this world. Why am I getting emotional? This is really weird. Yeah. You have choice, you have power, and use it for good.